What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're actually doing something a little bit different, you guys. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before countless times, I don't know, but here on the channel, it's not just video games that I always like to be doing. I also want to talk about game news, video game news specifically, I guess, for stuff that's coming out in the years. And today, I'm a little late on this, I'm a day late. Pardon me, excuse me, end of the world. But Pokemon Day was yesterday, and they showed off some cool stuff for Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Masters, EX, and stuff like that. But they have shown at the very end of the presentation, they shown off some footage, some not official footage, for the new Pokemon games. 9th gen is officially confirmed, Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. And so I figured, well, I want to give my opinions, thoughts, inputs, comments, questions, concerns. I know not a lot of people care about that, but I do. So, we're not going to play the sound. I don't really know how this whole record other video stuff works without getting in trouble. So I'm gonna do this and see if it works the best. I mean, it works. We got Pokemon, we got Pokemon, and then Pokemon. So you get the theme here. But anyway, let's get right into this, you guys. Also, I'm probably gonna pause a couple of times throughout this just so we can stay on the topic while I'm talking about my thoughts. It is the first mainline series game that is open world, which is super cool. I really... Java. Stop. Why? But, like I said, yeah, mainline story, open world, super cool. I like that it's actually a mainline game and not like a remake or like Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus, don't get me wrong, was super cool. Such a super cool game, but, you know, there was some parts in it that I was, you know, questioning. But we're here with Gen 9 content. Obviously, it doesn't look super good right now. They're still in the works of it, which makes sense. They don't need to make the game super stellar right before it comes out, you know? But as you can see, we got wild Starlies and Hoppips flying about, Petalils and Bound Sweets with Psyduck. I like the variety. Kind of the random bits of Pokemon that are roaming around together. I think that's super. The Stone Journer part, I like that a lot too, actually. Yeah, it's apparently this game takes place in Spain and Portugal, and that actually reminds me too. Hold on, take it back now. See, with Seviper and Magnemite here, do you see how their bodies, you know, looks shiny and scaly and actually has like textures to them? I think that's super cool. That's a super cool part they decided to add into this game. And I hope that it looks like that for a lot of other Pokemon. I want to see if they do anything for Wobbuffet. If Wobbuffet's in the game, of course. But I also found out, depending on which game you play, your character's clothing is actually different. I believe in Scarlet, they're wearing like orangey red pants, shorts. And then in Violet, it's like a bluish purple, which is super sick. I like that a lot. Here we go. We have the starters for Gen 9. We have, I believe the cat's name is Sprigatito, the crocodile is Fuecoco, and then the duck is called Quaxley. And honestly, this is one of the first Pokemon games in a while where I think all the starters genuinely look really good. I think the last time I said that was in Gen 5 with Snivy, Oshawott, and Tepig, because those three were super cool. Their evolutions were cool. Their mid-stage was whatever. But for once, I was like, I don't know which starter to pick. Because the rest of the games, it was super easy to me. Because, you know, there's always that one Pokemon where I either dislike Blaziken, or there's the ones where I would, you know, be a classic fanboy over Charizard, Greninja. But these three, I have no clue who to pick. They all look so... The crocodile looks hilarious. The Quaxley looks pretty suave, and the cat looks just generically cute. And it's just, I don't know, dude. Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley? How can you not like those Pokemon names anyway? You know what I mean? Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet coming out this year, fun fact. I don't know if I mentioned that. Which, to be honest, baffles me so much because they released Diamond Pearl's remakes in November, right? November 17th or something. 2 months later, Legends Arceus came out, and then a month later they dropped this. So first off, that tells me Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl sucked ass. Okay? Because first off, Game Freak knew that game was going to be bad when they showed off Legends Arceus right afterwards. Like, hey, here's the remake that everyone is questioning and doesn't really find cool. But how about an open world game with crazy mechanics and fun shit you can do, right? And so I think because they already are showing off Scarlet and Violet, that leads me to believe that they've been in the works of this for a minute. And I think they showed this off based on Legends Arceus' reviews. I don't care. It's reviews, regardless, right? Because everybody loves Legends Arceus so much, they're like, you know what? An open world game is what they want. It's what they need, and so we're going to mainline it. And that's what Scarlet and Violet came out, and is going to come out. I assume it's going to be November 19th, like it usually is, around anywhere between the 15th to the 20th, I feel like, is when a Pokemon game comes out. But yeah, I'm super excited for this. I don't, the starters, bro. I don't know. Okay, and I also forgot to. I wanted to show this off. The Pokemon web company themselves always post on their website here. So let me actually shrink myself down a bit so we can go over this. Arriving late 2022, probably November again. But here it says the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet games, the newest chapters in the Pokemon series, are coming to the Nintendo Switch later this year. With these new titles, the Pokemon series takes a new evolutionary step, allowing you to explore freely and richly expressed open world. And here we can see how it's nighttime here, a cool little rainbow over this, like, kingdom of sorts, and then, like, a town square with Swablu hanging out. They've got deserts with just Stonjourner roaming, which I think is pretty dope. Various towns blend seamlessly into the wilderness with no borders. You'll be able to see the Pokemon of this region in the skies, in the seas, in the forests, on the streets, all over. You'll be able to experience the true joy of the Pokemon series battling against wild Pokemon in order to catch them, now in an open world game that players of any age can enjoy. So, this also brings me to my next point. So with Legends Arceus, there was very little multiplayer interaction. You can trade with people, but there was no competitive scene. There was no like battle items or anything like that. So it makes me wonder if they also showed off this game so they can bring competitive back, because not everyone is going to be sticking with Sword and Shield. Because Sword and Shield, I believe, came out in 2019, right? So having a game that hasn't come out in, 2.5 years, the competitive scene gets a little bit boring after a while. So I think that's a whole nother reason, like why Legends Arceus was so good, is because with the mechanics that they had, right, the ability to sneak up, bait Pokemon, sneak up on them and throw Pokeballs behind their back was super cool, except it lacked multiplayer. And so if Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is like Legends Arceus, but with competitive play and multiplayer shit, this will probably be like one of the best Pokemon games that's ever come out, hands down. I think X and Y had something like that, but I think this will just be its own whole level of stuff. And then here, meet the first partner Pokemon. The 3 Pokemon from which you'll be able to choose from your partners are Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley. How will you meet these 3, and what sorts of Pokemon are they? So we can see that their baby forms, obviously, are just the pure typings. Kind of surprised Quaxley is not water flying or something, but We have the Grass Cat, the Fire Croc, and the Duckling Pokemon, with the Torrent, Blaze, and Overgrow abilities like usual. The Capricious, Attention-Seeking Grass Cat Pokemon. The Laid-Back Fire Croc, that does things at its own pace, excuse me. And the Earnest and Tidy Duckling Pokemon. And so this is kind of my last thing I want to talk about, considering we don't have too much information or news about this game yet, is my predictions on their evolutions. Now, I know this is a very big thing that people like to talk about, which is valid. When Sword and Shield first showed up and they were showing off the Pokemon, I was like, oh man, easy evolution, easy typing ideas, right? Easy evolutionaries. And then we didn't get shit. Hashtag Cinderace should have been Fire Electric. Can't prove me wrong. But with these guys, right? Starting with Sprigatito. Now, obviously, it's a grass type. It can't change anything about that. However, I think this Pokemon, first off, I hope stays quadrupedal, whatever the fuck, 4 legs. Stays on 4 legs. Don't be like Incineroar. Incineroar's cool, but don't do it again, man. We don't need it. So I'm hoping, I see with the pink in its eyes, just based off that, makes me think either Grass Fairy or Grass Psychic. Other things I can think of potentially, either maybe Grass Poison, some sort of like poisonous cat-esque thing, or even some type of like saber-toothed tiger. A grass type saber-toothed tiger would be kind of cool. Other than that, I feel like there's not too much type combo variety for this cat right now. And Fuecoco, I feel like there's a shit ton you could do with this. It honestly kind of looks like Gibble. And so with that, I feel like Fuecoco is going to evolve into something monstrous. So I have ideas for Fire Dragon. Could be even Fire Ground or Fire Rock. Parts of me can even see Fire Water, to be completely honest. Because it's a crocodile. Obviously, crocodile is not water type, but Fuecoco I feel like has potential to be another fire water type in the game, which would be super cool. And honestly, even maybe like Fire Steel. Fire Steel could work. Some sort of like fire metal, maybe like a Godzilla-esque thing. I don't know. But Quaxly screams pirate to me. Because like its hair feather cap thingy, it has like this little wingle shaped thing on it, right? But I also feel like this thing will turn into some sort of like buccaneer pirate captain Pokemon. So that makes me think either Water Dark, Water Steel, or probably Water Flying would also still work. But I feel like it's gonna be Wingull, but with like pirate shenanigans, if that makes sense. Parts of me can even see Water Poison, which would be kind of cool, I suppose. But I honestly don't know. I really don't know what to expect out of this. But I think overall, I think this is going to be such a super sick game. Is there more? Oh, there is more. I didn't even realize. I never scrolled down far enough. Got the see, this is what I mean. The orange for Scarlet and the purple for Violet, which is super cool. And that's it. Okay. But yeah, let me know what you guys think on the evolutions, on the starters first off. What do you think of these guys? Who is your team? Who are you picking as your first starter? Again, I am not sure yet. I would love to see either some sort of moves that they get, or gameplay footage, or something. But yeah, I'll wrap that up for today's session. We'll definitely be back once we get more news and whatnot. But of course, if you guys enjoyed today's... Do I call it an episode? Do I call it a session? If you guys enjoyed today's... we'll go with that. Make sure to like and subscribe. And make sure to subscribe, because it would help out the channel greatly, and I would love to build more of a community. But of course, you guys already know the drill. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.